What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to How to Win. Sba Eidl loan reconsideration. It is Wednesday, June the 24th, 2020. Please do me a huge favor. Give this video a thumbs up, hashtag EIDL with your comments below. And if you are new to this channel, we ask that you please subscribe and hit that bell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a few days. I hope you're doing really, really well. And to be respectful of your time, I'm going to cut right to the chase. So once again, give me a thumbs up, share this video on your wall. This video is all about how to overcome a denial from a computer that you probably got predated 6 weeks ago. And if you want more money with respect to the EIDL loan, stay tuned. All right, you're going to want to get a notebook, maybe grab a cup of coffee, open up a Word file. Here we go. %98 of denials are computer generated. The SBA has admitted that. The reason why you're getting a predated 4, 5, 6 weeks ago denial is it was a computer. You didn't fill out the application properly. Your cost of goods or services were way out of whack. There was something that the algorithm, the AI, flagged and it denied you. Don't take it personal. You need to settle down because the last thing you want to be is negative or nasty in this email. I'm going to keep it positive and fact-based. I've helped 12 people, knock on wood, without failure, overcome reconsideration from denial. I am in reconsideration right now to get more EIDL, which I'll explain in a minute for those of you that want more money. So this is exactly what you do. Subject line, reconsideration for denial, and then your app number. So reconsideration for denial, 3300, etc. There's 4 sections to the email. You can forward the denial email that they sent you, or you can do a separate one. It's up to you. The email address, and there's a couple of them, but I know this one works and it works efficiently, is pauldavidcharlie.reconsideration@sba.gov. I'll put it in the description as well as a pinned comment. So it's pauldavidcharlie.reconsideration@sba.gov. I gave you the subject line, reconsideration for denial, app number. Sentence 1, hi SBA. I'm responding to the denial letter that you sent me on June 10th. Whatever day they sent you the email, not when they earmarked it a month ago, the day you received it. Hi SBA, I'm responding to the denial letter that you sent me on June 10th. Sentence 2, attached you will find my 2019 taxes, form 4506T as in Tom, signed, and your bank statements. If you need anything else to refute the denial, we're going to pretend that it's insufficient economic loss. You need to attach it. Credit card statements, your your articles of incorporation, utility bill if they don't believe that you've got a business and or an address that's mismatched, whatever it is, you've got to attach it and address it in those 2 sentences. So I can promise you, you're top 10% right there. You got the subject line correct. You referenced the date that they sent you the denial right out of the gate. And then most importantly, you attach all the documents that you're going to need to refute the denial. And it's always good to err on the side of caution and give them more than they need. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to need your tax return for this past year, 4506T signed. It's very simple. And then your bank statements. Section 3 is what you call current state. And then section 4 will be future state if you get the loan. So the current state, section 3, needs to talk about who you are, what you do, and how well you were doing it. For example, let's pretend that I'm an architect in Manhattan, which was a hot spot. Section 3, current state going into lockdown. We are a 6-person architect firm in downtown Manhattan that was growing at 20% year over year when the forced lockdown took place, period. Use that term, forced lockdown, because that's pretty much what it was. So in that 3rd section, first sentence, I told the SBA, I'm an architect. I've got 6 people on staff. We were growing at 20%, which is a very healthy growth rate, until the forced lockdown took place, period. As per my bank statements, which again are attached, you will see that we generated revenue in January and February of $100,000. On the other hand, we had no revenue for March, April, May, and June. As a result, we clearly suffered a $200,000 economic loss during the months of March through June. Therefore, I respectfully ask for an EIDL loan in the amount of $200,000, period. Let's review that. One sentence, two at most: who you are, what you do and where, and how well you were doing it. Keep it positive. No negative Debbie Downer bullshit. Then you state, as per your bank statements, we had this much revenue in January and February, i.e. under normal conditions. But then when the forced lockdown took place, we had no revenue for 4 months. As a result, we clearly suffered an economic loss through those 4 months of 200 grand. And even though it's more than the 150 limit, I'm telling you now, there's several businesses that are getting 2, 3, 500, 700,000, even up to close to $2 million on the QT. In section 4, your future state, you talk about the following. If we were to get a loan of $200,000 from the SBA EIDL program, I could pay my rent, do payroll, get caught up on my utilities, and you can also do business credit card. So you want to tell the SBA that if they gave you the loan amount that you requested, you will use it for EIDL appropriated funds. You can't use it for what they call expansion. Don't tell them, I want to buy the building across the street and hire 75 people. No, you can't do that. It was supposed to be, as Ms. Carranza said in the Senate hearing on June 10th, 6 months worth of expenses, i.e. your economic loss. You've clearly demonstrated that in section 3, your current state. You've got all the attachments to back it up. You now want to say in closing in the future state section of your reconsideration that if you had that loan amount, you would use it for what's appropriate: rent, payroll, utilities, business credit card expenses. You also, and this is very important, you want to put a sentence in there about the payment. Use a loan calculator. It won't be a problem for us to make a payment of $800 a month on 200 grand or whatever it is, because our business was very strong going into the forced lockdown. Really appreciate your consideration and look forward to working with you, Jason. That's it. You don't need to do any more than that, folks. Once again, quick review. Here's the date that you sent me the denial. Here's all my attachments. Here's what we do, where we're doing it, and how well we were doing it. Here's the clear economic loss based on my bank statements. You ask for an amount on the loan, even if it's more than 150 grand, on the loss equated to the 3 or 4 months of lockdown. If you got the loan, you would use it on appropriate funds. I gave you the examples: rent, payroll, utilities, business credit cards. It would be very easy, given the strength of your business, to make that specific payment. It lets the SBA know that you're paying attention, that you're worthy of the loan. And then you just sign it off. Sincerely appreciate your help. Look forward to working with you. That's it. I'm 12 for 12 with that simple formula. If you add more than that, in my opinion, you're asking for trouble. Just address the denial, give all the documentation, clearly articulate with your facts on where you deserve the money, that you'll use it for a certain amount, and it won't be difficult for you to make those payments. That way you can finish out the year strong. End of story. If you want to do a reconsideration for increase, all you do on the subject line is go reconsideration for increase, all caps. Make it all caps. They've asked us to put all caps. And then your app number. Reconsideration for increase, 33, etc. Hi, SBA. I'm reaching out to request an increase of my already approved EIDL loan. Attached to my documents: tax return 4506T, bank statements, etc. In section 3, you reference Ms. Javita Carranza's appearing in front of the Senate. So we're an architect firm, 6-person, growing at 20% year over year when the lockdown began. We suffered an economic loss of $200,000 between the months of March and June, as per my bank statements. Given Ms. Javita Carranza's testimony on June 10th in front of the Senate, we now understand that we can request 6 months of business expense. Therefore, we ask for a loan of such and such amount. And then section 4 is the same way. If we had that loan amount, we could pay our rent, etc., etc. It won't be difficult for us to make payments of $1,000 per month on a $300,000 loan or whatever it happens to be, because our business was very strong going into the forced lockdown. Appreciate your help and look forward to working with you. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to help you without commercial for as much as you need me. I am not going to lose faith. I'm not going to quit. We're not going to run AdSense. I'm not going anywhere until the SBA honors the intent and the law known as the CARES Act. We've made huge progress together. I appreciate, I love, I respect you and all the other channels out there that are fighting nonstop on your behalf. We're getting really, really close. The next 10 days as we go to the June 29th deadline set by the GAO are going to be very interesting. I am convinced, based on all the work that I've done relentlessly over the last almost 3 months, that you're going to get the $10,000 EIDL grant, which is supposed to be an advance on the loan. I don't know when it's going to happen. I hope it doesn't go to court. I hope we don't have to sue Ms. Carranza and the SBA into the dirt. But if that's what it's going to take, I don't know, later on this year, beginning of next, and that's what it's got to be. Ms. Carranza, you're a 71-year-old woman who should be a proud Hispanic American. You've had a very successful career. UPS, your charity work, 44th Treasurer of the United States. Please, do the right thing as you release all this data on the loans. Come out and once and for all tell the American small business owner and sole proprietor in this country that you will be honoring the intent and the law known as the CARES Act is written, and that 6 million can expect $10,000 of EIDL grant in full.